Hello. Welcome back. Alright, so this true feelings for you. Alright, so for you, for Manisha's true feelings for you, we do have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is associated with kind of this person's probably blinding themselves from from trying to show you who they are. Two of Swords is kind of like a decision making. It's also associated with Libra. So on one hand, I feel like they're thinking about themselves. On the other, they're thinking about you. But I feel like right now it's not just. I feel like they feel. I probably feel, they feel like they need a timeout. It's basically what I'm feeling. As far as will you hear from him? You have the Three of Swords, and it's most likely no, especially since it's a 2 and a 3. I do feel like overall you are gonna heal from this connection, or eventually it'll heal. So that's something to look forward for, but just be aware of that. Okay, so of Sean. Welcome. How's your father's health going to be in December? Um, so that's kind of like a third party reading, but I'll try to see. Let's see. All right, so for you, we have the. Let me pull it in order. So for in regards to your father's health, we have the Fool, we have the King of Swords, and then we have the Judgment. So I'm gonna let you know that I'm not really too in tune with health readings. So this is just an energy that I'm seeing. The Fool can represent journey, the King of Swords can represent a strict environment, and then Judgment can represent a recall or like an awakening. It's also associated with transformation. So I do know for a certain fact the Fool deals with Uranus, Judgment deals with Pluto, and the King's Swords is an air sign. So these two are great in their element. Pluto is also can also be in some books I've read that Pluto and Aquarius are very well matched. So it can mean a sporadic change of transformation. I'm not so sure what type of transformation in regards to health, but there's something that's gonna come up unexpectedly, and then trans it's gonna transform something or something within this person's health. So it's gonna be like out of nowhere, something might come up. Um, hmm. Rich and Fabulous, for you, I definitely agreed with the entrepreneurship, just because the card was the Magician. Um, So of Sean, I'm not really so sure about any major changes, to be honest. Like I said, I'm just an energy reader. I'm not really like a doctor or anything. So, especially since health, it's kind of like a tricky subject um, to dabble in. All I can actually see is that something unexpectedly is going to happen and it's going to change their health. Whether it's for the positive or the negative, it's just going to be out of nowhere. It's going to happen. But hopefully this gave you insight in your father's self. Hello. All right, so the next one is the. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. Smee. What are SK's feelings towards you? No communication. Hello. All right, so for you, me, we have the sun and we have the Hierophant. SK's feelings towards you. Hmm. I feel like it's a positive feeling. Um, I'm not so sure what that's about, but I feel like it's positive, and then the Hierophant can deal with. The Hierophant is usually associated with engagement, um, religion, um, family, because the Hierophant is Taurus energy, and then we have the Sun. Um, but at the same time, we do have the Six of Swords, so that can represent like a challenge. We're trying to switch um, a person's view of you. So I feel like this person probably feels towards you positive, or there's some kind of positive element in regards to their feelings, and then the Hierophant just emphasizes that either they're on their own because Hierophant deals with independence because Taurus is a fixed sign. Um, but I do feel like they kind of feel positive for you. But I'm not really so sure what that's about. So I just I want to say it's just a positive engagement with you. That's all that I'm seeing. All right, so the next one is so over it. Is Aquarius coming back into your life? And hello. Welcome. I'm gonna do if this person does, if this person doesn't. Possible outcome. Okay. All right, so for you, so over it, if this person does, we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups can represent being in their own head, being um, kind of nonchalant and just being like on their own. Just because Four of Cups is like a person giving advice, but the other person's not listening. So you might experience that. And then if they're not, I feel like with the Ace of Swords is straight up no, but they are thinking about you. Um, so in all honesty, what I'm going to say is it's a possible no, but they are still thinking about you. Um, we do have the Star card, and the Star is associated with Aquarius. So Hmm. I do feel like there's gonna be some healing, some healing or some mending of the relationship. I feel like not paying too much attention to this person might work in your favor. You can definitely communicate with this person, but um, putting them to the side is a little bit more better for you right now. Um, yeah, and then bottom card for you is the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords can represent the heartbreak um, or some pain of some sort, and that's kind of like an issue to be aware of. Um, but that's all that I'm seeing. All right, so Shrey, will your older brother startup be successful? Let's see. For Shrey. Oh, 2 cards. Ooh, we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that there's going to be some major disappointments and some major um, downfalls. Like Five of Pentacles is about losing money more than anything, or losing, especially with the Five of Cups, it's about losing hope. So that's something to be very aware of with startup company. Um, I don't want to sound like depressing or anything, but I mean, for your brother's startup company, we do have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So on 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 one sense, it's like it's probably not going to be a good investment. But let's see how we can overcome that. So you can definitely overcome this. It's still going to be this for your brother. This possibly will be a setback, of course, but you can overcome this kind of energy by being more presentable, being more assertive. Queen of Wands is associated with public health. So anything dealing with public health or um, give me 1 second while I try to channel, or presenting his business outwardly to the public, um, it's going to help um, kind of, it's not going to entirely make it better, but it's gonna aid a little bit. We do have the Devil, and the Devil does represent Capricorn energy. So at the end, you might experience this person for the business might experience profit of some sort. So it does look positive, but in the meantime, I just it kind of looks negative. But it might. I'm talking too much. In the long run, if he keeps at it, he keeps being presentable, it can definitely bring back some profit. But startup, no. Sorry for the long rant, but I think Priyanka is next. Right, Priyanka. Right, so Sak, you'll be next after Priyanka. All right, so Priyanka, what is going to be the outcome of the conversation with your BF, Tom? I don't know if that's best friend or boyfriend Well, that wouldn't make sense. Probably best friend. I don't know. I'm just gonna read the connection. The possible outcome of the conversation. Boyfriend. Awesome. Ooh, two of cups as the bottom card. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. King of Wands is this pretty dominant leader. It's kind of like Leo energy itself. It's almost like Leo energy is associated with the sun. Sun is associated with happiness, with a little bit of self-centered attitude or self-interest, but it's still a good one. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups can represent some. It's kind of like um, leaving something behind. So it's almost like leaving a person behind. It's quite interesting. Overall, I do feel like it's going to be a positive conversation, though. The Ace of Wands is associated with passion, with desire. Um, I almost feel like it's like leaving this person hanging or wanting more. Um, but um, Jessica, you could definitely check my Instagram and you can direct message me from there, and I'll give you a private reading, um, and that will give you a more in depth reading. So if you're interested, just message me on Instagram. Links down below. But Priyanka, it definitely looks like a positive interaction, especially with the Two of Cups as a bottom card. So Sagu, hopefully I'm saying it right. Sagu, what is the current energy surrounding O towards you? Um, so there should be Jessica. There should be a story, and they'll give you like private reading prices. So it's gonna be on my everything's gonna be on my Instagram. So check it out, and I will get to you as soon as possible. Sagu, what is the current energy surrounding O towards you? Got 1, 2. All right. Ooh. All right. So Sagu, we do have the King of Cups and the Five of Swords. Sagu, King of Cups can represent being emotional, being assertive, being a little bit manipulative. I can't say manipulative. So the current energy surrounding O towards you, it's kind of like this person's either they're trying to manipulate you or they're saying things that are kind of, I don't know if it's from this person or from you, but I do feel like there's some manipulation and there's some there's opinions that are kind of hurting the relationship. With the Five of Swords can represent arguments, can represent anger, can represent a fight of words. So, and then the King of Cups, it's kind of like toxic energy, especially since your bottom card is the Devil card, and the Devil is known for being too controlling, being too possessive. Let me pull one more card for you for guidance or advice. So we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is sorry, Eight of Cups deals with leaving some stuff behind, leaving anything that's not useful or that was once useful, but just it's it's just run its course. So you just leave it. Like even if it works, you just want to leave it. So if there was any arguments or if there was anything negative, um, probably just leave the connection um, or the situation. But that's all that I'm seeing. Cycle. Libra cuts. Will you see Steven again? I'm gonna do one card pull. Just well, maybe two. So we do have the Two of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Two of Cups is kind of like I'm here, I'm listening to you, I'm connected to you, and then Eight of Swords is like I'm attached to you, so I'm here to stay. Is kind of what I heard. Libra cusp. I do feel like this person is interested in you, and seeing you again. So it's a possible yes. Okay. So cup of tea with $3 worth sugar with cookies. It's a long name. I like it though. I like it. What does D think and tell others about you? Does he think bad or good of you? So that is kind of like a third party reading. I can definitely try to see the interactions, but way too many cards. Let's see. So we do have the Knight of Cups. Okay, I'm just gonna read it like this. All right, so for you, cup of tea. We do have the Knight of Cups, and then we have the King of Wands. Knight of Cups. It's very romantic. I do feel like it's positive. It is positive just because the King of Wands is kind of like the sun energy, and it is kind of like a little bit overbearing, but I feel like overall it's kind of like a positive. Yeah. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So for you, cup of tea. Sorry. I do feel like it's positive. It's kind of like trying to improve you. It's maybe work related or like something of like trying to invest or like how you should manage your work or something like in that. How can you improve and step up to your power? I feel like that's what this person's probably thinking about you. I do feel like it's positive. Doesn't look anything negative, so yeah. That's what I'm seeing. Patricia, first time here. It's night over there. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. If I did, I'm so sorry. Just let me know. But Patricia, how does Simon feel about you? Let's see. Right, 3 cards wanted to come up for you. Patricia. We have the Hermit. The Hermit can be a very lonesome energy. Hermit's also associated with Virgo, and Virgo likes to micromanage and try to improve themselves. So this person might feel like you're kind of like lonesome energy. You're very lonesome, and you're just basically focusing on yourself, but like to heal yourself in some way. They might feel like, yeah, they might feel like you're kind of like, it's kind of like a taking some a time apart to heal. I can't describe it, but let me get into it. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. This is double Earth energy, and then the last card is the Five of Wands. And the fuck it. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Um, it's so. I feel like this is like two people. One of them could be him. One of them could be you. I feel like that's kind of like the scenario that I'm seeing, and especially with this Five of Wands, I feel like for this person they might be either conflicted or complicated with how to address you. Um, like I feel like this person has a chaotic view of you, but I mean, it's not it's not that it's not negative, but it's just chaotic. They're like all over the place. They might think good. They might think that you're a loner. It's like you have too much energy around you. Like you're very aware of who you are, um, and how you feel, and like just how you present yourself. Um, but they might think too many things about you that they can't really define. Um, Give me 1 second. Okay, so they do think a lot about you. They think they have many ideas of who you are. They have very good impressions of like probably how you feel. But the overall energy that I feel like they feel like you're a healer of some sort, but you're alone, like a lonesome healer. So it seems positive. They're just trying to figure out exactly. Um, yeah, they're just figuring you out. But hopefully this helps. All right. Okay. Coins. Hello. Yeah, just leave your question and I will get to it. What about the end of your November? Like what's gonna happen or what to expect? One, two, three. All right. Damiris, what can you expect at the end of your November? So we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is about swift action, swift movement. So expect there to be a rush of energy. We have Justice. Justice can represent some legal systems or just in general some peace. Um, so maybe taking action to resolve a situation and to kind of like make it more peaceful. And then we do have the Knight of Wands. So you have two knights. That's interesting. So this is maybe move to another place, possibly. And this is so interesting because you have. Okay, let me put this like this. Or you have an air sign and you have a fire sign, and that's like a really good combination. Like they're very well matched. Um, and then in the center, we do have the justice, and justice is all about figuring which one do I go for. Do I go with the one that's more impulsive, that does things sporadically without thinking, um, or do I go with the one that's more passionate and desiring and um, it's more adventurous and fun, like out there. So the last um, at the end of November, I do feel like you're deciding between being more stricter, rational, a little bit less rational, but more logical, or very outgoing or passionate, um, pursuing your desires. Well, what I do want to say is you can decide to do both, but just be aware that one might lean um, better than the other. Yeah, I do feel like it's all going to be positive though. So at the end of November, it's going to be really positive. Um, if you are planning to move, that's going to be interesting. You plan to move at the end of November. I mean, I did kind of see a lot of action card at the night, so it's interesting. But hopefully it goes well for you. Um, and yeah. Okay, so Alexandra, can you, yes. What is it? What is your crush's feelings and thoughts about you? Let's see. All right, so for you, Alexandra, we do have Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a really good card. It can represent family. It can represent potential. It's kind of like potentially looking for a family, potentially looking for um, kids, or like setting up a foundation to acquire this kind of family dynamic. And then we do have the Ten of Cups. You have two tens, Alexandra. Two tens. And one's about a happy family and happy financial investment. I'm keep saying investment, but it's kind of like, you know, that the kind of like rich and famous family that they actually love each other and they actually enjoy being with one another. I feel like this is kind of the feeling. But yeah, Crush. It does look like it's gonna be like a good outcome. So I do want to say that there might be some communication difficulties, but that'll resolve itself um, naturally. But yep, that's all that I'm seeing. Ones. Welcome. Hello. Yes, you can. Just leave your question down below, and I will get to it as soon as possible. All right. Does your Sagittarius like you? Um. So let's do a yes, no. Thank you. Yes, no, yes, no. I'm not really feeling called, drawn to do like a I don't know. We'll see. All right. So for yes, it's the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is kind of like being like having a heavy burden. If they do, I feel like it's kind of like just because this is a third party reading, um, about how they feel. I'm gonna try to connect with them as much as possible. But what I'm seeing is if they do, it's kind of like you're putting like a little bit too much pressure on this person, or like you're being a little bit too much too much to handle. At times you do have that kind of energy. Not saying it's bad, but it's just kind of like if you could just tone it down just a little bit. Um, for no, we have the world, and the world can represent some ending of a cycle and ending of a um, connection. Um, I'm not saying that it's a, okay. So I feel like it's a possible no, but it's not a definite yet. It's not a definite no. Like it's a no, but it's not entirely like a no. Just because we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is about like a new. Um, I think if you kind of like let go of this kind of like energy, I feel like it's gonna serve best in your favor. Um, hmm. But I definitely feel like it's a no, but it's not like they don't. It's a no for right now. Um, I think this person's like under a lot of pressure, so probably why it's a no for right now. Of course, this can change, so just be aware of that. All right, but hopefully this gives you some insight. Flower. It's okay. Like things can change in the future, so just be aware of that. Um, okay, so for you, Adriana, are you a shaman? Let's do yes, no, possible outcome. Well, the possibility. Yes, no, possibility. All right, so for you, we have for yes, we have the emperor. The emperor can represent probably like a foundation. It can represent being a leader, being um, this is a major arcana energy for yes, so it's very powerful. Um, ooh, flower to be first. I'm going to address Adriana. Then we have the judgment for no. I feel like there's a little bit more. Well, there's not a little bit. There's a lot more that you need to call in for spirit. Like you're good, but you could be better. Um, Adriana, it's what I'm reading this as, especially since you have two major arcana cards, and that's a powerful energy. So like you have structure, but I feel like there's a lot more that you need to like get a. And then we have the Fool card. So you're like right on the edge of being um yeah, you're just right on the edge. So it's like a yes but a no at the same time. The Fool is kind of telling you be cautious of this. um Let me try to channel any message. Judgment and the Fool and the Emperor. Hmm. That's a complicated one. I feel like you're gonna definitely. I feel like it's kind of like a no. Like it's kind of like you don't need to call yourself that, but like I feel like you're a very powerful being, and you can definitely connect um, with spirits. And I feel like invocation is like your best go to. Um, but this is just what I'm seeing from the cards. But you got some major like powerful energy around you. So just be aware of that. Um, Welcome, Adriana. Lunita, yes, just leave your question. Okay, so Flower, you did another reading and they said that they did love you, so now you're confused. So, Flower, Sophia, usually I don't like to do a lot of readings. Just because if you ask the same question to another reader, they might give you like a different perspective. Best course of action that you could do is straight up ask this person, like, hey, do you like me? I feel like that's just going to give you your answer. The tarot reader is just going to read the energy, so the energy might change from a yes to a no constantly. So you do need to be aware of that. But if you truly want to know, just ask this person and you'll get your answer. All right, so Lindita, why hasn't your immigration agent handed in documents to your case officer online yet? Okay, so that is illegal. That is illegal reading. This is just for entertainment purposes. Just be mindful of that. But let's see. Ooh. So for you, we have a lot of Pentacle cards. For you, Lindita, we do have the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and then the Two of Pentacles. Seven, nine, two. So if you can, search up the number 792 angel number or just number in general for numerology. They'll give you some insight. Um, but from what I'm seeing, it's like being patient, everything in order, but then something comes and disrupts the change. So this person, they're probably dealing with something that like caused a setback, or they're either trying to improve from the setback right now. Um, so they're probably missing or trying to work things out. Um, I do feel like for the four of cups as the bottom card, it could represent like there's something that's not being paid attention to, like some kind of like advice or like a voice, um, and that's kind of like an issue because it can represent not listening to that advice or that voice. So I don't know if it's you or if it's someone else, but this is like slow moving energy. And it takes two pentacles to make the seven go back into nine. So I just want you to be aware of that. Let me see. Seven, yeah, plus you equals nine. So they're trying to get everything like um in order. So before they can actually send it out, and they're actually what's it called? Confident. Um, but that's what I'm seeing. Just to remind you, this is just for entertainment purposes, so just be aware of that. Um, welcome. All right, so I might close out in like 5 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below so I can um, finish this off. Hello. Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Um, you would like to know what is your life purpose? Do you think it will help you answer most of your questions? You think? Okay. So let's see what the cards um, and your higher self have to say in regards to your life purpose. All right. When it comes to your life purpose, we do have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the King of Cups. This is really interesting energy. So your your life purpose is to kind of when it comes to you, this is you, this is the obstacles, and then this is what you make of it. So I feel like for you, the King of Cups is telling you your purpose is to um, I don't know, something that comes into my mind is like anything dealing with emotions, whether it's your love life, focusing on your love life, focusing on the emotions of others, even if it comes to career. Um, King of Cups knows the emotions of other people. It knows the emotions of themselves. They can be a little bit manipulative, but overall, they're kind of like a guidance counselor energy. I do feel like for you, the Knight of Wands is telling you that um, your emotions need, like, your purpose is to filter out some emotions, um, whether it's coming from someone else or from you. You filter out these emotions by putting up a boundary, putting up a offensive protection. Like, here's some things that I will not allow, and the only things that do come through are things that you could work on, things that actively invest. So whether you're trying to guide someone to work on their better self or you're trying to guide yourself to work and improve on your own um, emotions or vice versa, you're very much sensitive. Yeah. But overall, I feel like your overall life purpose is to be a counselor of some sort, like a healer and a guide, a healer and a guide. So I feel like if you get into a job that's in that kind of like area, I feel like you'll definitely be fulfilling your life purpose. And with the Three of Pentacles, you'll you'll be financially stable. Um, so it's kind of like a two in one. You're able to you're kind of like the person that can do their life purpose and their job at the same time. Most people, well, not most people. I don't know about most people, but some people they're not able to do that. But you're the lucky one that is able to do that. But that's all that I'm seeing. Yeah, basically once it can represent like a little bit of like not passionate, like some trouble with being passionate or like you know, especially since the Nine of Wands, that's just one more wand, so you just have to deal with this one more wand. But yeah, to make a 10. But I think that's it. All right, so I'm gonna do one card pull for everyone that's still in this life. So a message to end. So let's see. One, two, Okay. So I think I'm just gonna leave it with two, or maybe three. So we have the magician, we have the two of wands, and then we have the four of cups. All right. So speak your truth, create, manifest what you want to plan out for your future, um, and let it naturally um, make its way towards you, and actually acknowledge when it's there. Four of Cups is kind of like hearing advice but not actually using it. Eventually, what you want to manifest, or how things can manifest for you, will start presenting themselves. But you just have to be aware of it and take a hold of it. It's definitely it's from what I'm seeing, it's definitely good. Like it's good. Whatever you decide to manifest, whatever you desire to plan, do it. But I feel like there might be a possibility of it just like going over your head if you're not paying attention for it. Like, look for signs, basically, that you're ready to receive what you manifested. Um, but hopefully this guided you guys. But that is it. My readings are done. Thank you for asking your questions and letting me intuitively answer them. Um, welcome. Um, but yeah, so to end it, stay safe, have fun, and enjoy yourselves. Okay, bye.